Trade of the day.
Well, it's a bit tricky because I think we're both quite positive, but there's a sense that, you know, it's not exactly coming up roses out there. I think narrowly of the two, we prefer Truworths. So I think we're leaning towards Truworths, but I've got a bit of a concern about what kind of scale we might be doing this at.
You're leaning towards Truworths because, as you've stated throughout the program, it's that higher margin that gives them a bit more of a safety net, irrespective of the environment. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yes, that's one of the
I thought
points.
you were going to say no. You're completely off track.
No,
But at least I'm glad you gave me a yes there.
That is definitely one of the points. Truworths also has a much stronger balance sheet. Truworths is sitting on about 1.5 to 2 billion cash, whereas Foschini's in a net debt situation. So that's also something to be aware of.
What was the concern you highlighted, though?
Well, just that, you know, as Daniel pointed out, Foschini's got results coming sooner, so that would give us an immediate catalyst. But what he's kind of implying is that there has been a bit of a downturn, but that's perhaps not entirely inappropriate, and we're going to be dependent on incoming data, as they say in the trade, to decide, you know, how we get, are we constructive or not. So the trade of the day in the hot stocks portfolio, GD247.com, is really on a sort of 2-month type time frame. But, you know, are we that confident about Truworths that you'd want to have a significant long position in this environment?
Are you, Daniel?
Look, I would say structurally long term, it's also it's a very strong company. So even if there is some disappointment and it's sold down further, I think that the long term fundamentals are still in place, unless we get a total cracking of the consumer credit space. So I'm happy to have it in the portfolio. Maybe not a massive position, but a moderate position, I think.